Alright, this is Victor again at restoremercedes.com. Today is a good sunny day. Finally I get to work on this hydraulic line situation. So I had this previous video made about hydraulic lines rotted out, and here's my solution. So basically, as you can see, I just made inserts. Now I decided not to go and replace the whole line. As I said in the previous video, I was thinking of replacing this whole length down to there, because I was thinking that I won't be able to squeeze in these barrels, these junctions. But I decided to make it here because well, just to show you how it is. So it's not the prettiest look, but everything is still in its holders. The pipes are still held by retainers, and the reason I decided, there's two reasons actually. One reason that I never went all the way is because the hose that I bought, the copper one, it's very easily bendable. You can bend it easy, and also it was short, plain and simple. I mean, I just got the short length, and I was like, you know what, I'll figure this out. So I didn't get the, it's cheaper obviously, just to make a shorter copper hose. Copper pipe. And what I'm gonna do is, basically, because there is a channel that goes over, I'm gonna trim it, and these junctions, they will end up being, here's the track, like a channel lays down here. So obviously it's not gonna fit, but channel is obviously empty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this very corner. The camera is just horrible, it's not focusing by any means. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. I just literally hate it. Well, anyway, you get the idea. So basically, cutting out this piece of plastic here will make these pieces, the junctions, end up inside the channels. Wires will pass here, there will be enough room. So that is the solution for fitting these inside the track, in the molding in the channel. Now here I need to probably bend this back a little bit. I made it just a bit too long. The other pipe is pretty much a good length, but this one I'm gonna bend it forward a bit, because these have to pass in this area right here. So obviously we can see one passes, the other one isn't. So I checked the roof, there are no leaks, and I'm going to cycle it a couple of more times. And the next project will be to clean up all hydraulics, and the very last one will be to figure out the back of the roof. It just developed this issue a while back, not even because of the leak, but the roof itself closes all right, but let me just show you the problem. So when it closes, come on, you're latched in. So now here's another issue that I'm experiencing here. We got tonneau cover to close, but there is the end of operation. So something is going on where the back portion does not want to go down. As you can see, it's tight because ignition is on, the whole system is pressurized still. When we shut down the ignition and move the roof, once you set it in there, put on ignition again, then usually it latches. I have to help it a little bit, but if you help it a little bit, it latches. Come on. Well, I can't do it with one hand, but if you help it, it's gonna go down. But this is obviously not right. This is very annoying. It feels like there is a little bit pressure left in the system. It's very strange. So anyway, I never looked into it, to be honest with you. There it goes, it drops. So it feels like solenoid's release, but pressure is not going into. Well, anyway, I have to figure it out later. I just want to open the roof, so opening cycle is just fine. Oops, I released the switch for a brief second. That's it, ignition off. And here we have no leaks because I ran it a couple of times. I don't want to run it for too long because battery is weak, and as we can see, they seem to be perfectly dry. So this is the solution for hydraulic line splicing and repair, I guess. There's some parts here laying around. I bought a little extra to play with them before I put them together. So firstly, obviously we're talking about metric and standard size, so this is what I did first. Just make sure that junction will work. Diameters are extremely close. This is the inch, this is the standard American standard size. I forgot the size of this, and this is, I believe, 3.3 millimeter because the car is German, so obviously it's in millimeters. But here's the junction. There is the conversion table, so, and I found the standard size that fits pretty much almost ideal. If you look closely, it fits excellent. And also the splice itself, like this is on the inch side. I forgot how it's called, collar, I think, or something like that. So yeah, and these are how the hoses looked. Basically touched them and just fell apart, absolutely rotted. I don't know why. It's very strange to me. They seem to be aluminum or something. They didn't really spark when I was cutting them because I didn't use the cutter. I used Dremel, and then I cleaned them, of course, because when you cut them with Dremel they end up very rough like that. So you have to clean them up, make sure they're all fine. The pipe I found it on somewhere online. This one was for some sort of a tractor or something, some old school like 60s tractor. We're talking about agricultural stuff, so for rigging the fields and all. So but anyway, it worked. So that's what it is. Here's another look how trimmed part look. This is terrible, but obviously you clean it up before you do anything. This one was not really cleaned a lot, but this is just something that you get at the end. This one is too tight, I can't show you. But this is basically all. I guess this helps somebody of dealing with these. I never seen many of these rot, to be honest with you. I've seen many convertibles, 129 chassis. This is something new for me. But the job is basically the same as doing the brake lines. Like on the truck here, I had one brake line that rotted out on a rear section, a rear subframe. Just completely lost rear brakes. So same thing, it's just like bigger tube. The pipe is bigger, but the concept is the same. Again, rubber, I doubt it would have held. So this is basically the way to go. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back together, and this is where the leak was. Just refilled the reservoir, obviously. So the reservoir did not drop. Filled it up to full, a little more actually. It went down to maximum line, and that's what I'm going to monitor. I'm gonna play around with the roof a few times and see. Okay, so this is basically gonna be all. This is your repair solution, Victor style. Hope. Oppo Victor style. All right, have a good one.